none other, an update on our latest bracket. You know, the Adventures of Bradley and Dawn. We are the bracket captains here on My Talk, and our recent kickoff was Appetizer Madness in anticipation of the actual Appetizer Madness competition that's happening right here at Hubbard High. And to tell us where we are at in Appetizer Madness 2024's Fives Snack Down, Dawn.
Yes.
It's the apostle of apps.
That's right.
The mortician of mozzarella sticks.
Ooh,
I don't
like
know what that
one.
means, but I liked it.
Sure.
Michael Ganger.
Let's see if I have to be. They do have a matchup coming up here in a little bit. But yes, it is the 2025 App Bracket Showdown. We gave you 16 of the most popular appetizers. We got the voting in round 1, moved it down to 8, and now we find out today who will be in that final 4 for these appetizers. You guys ready to get right to it?
Let's do it.
All right, so as you may recall, Chicken Wings, the number 1 seed overall, able to just barely slide by Sliders in the first round with a 56% victory. Onion Rings, a little bit more favorable, a 60%, 40% win over Fried Pickles. That set up a Chicken Wings versus Onion Rings. Yes, Wings v. Rings.
Wings v. Rings. What do you think, Dawn?
Oh, I thought he was saying that Wings won.
No,
over
Wings v.
Onion
Rings.
I got excited too quickly. I mean, clearly it's Wings.
I mean, I hope it's Wings.
Nobody says, let's get
I
an
hope.
appetizer of onion rings. They don't do that. It's just a side with meals.
Nobody orders onion rings.
Like, hey, let's all order unless you're in, 1987 and you're at Outback Steakhouse. Oh, and you get a bloomin' onion. That's not even a ring. It's a bloom.
I'm going to let you go on that journey, but I do think that chicken wings are the wings to beat in this, or the app to beat. But I don't know. I feel like this audience, I don't know. They got some tricks up their sleeve. All right, Mike.
Yes. Are you ready?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, 1 seed versus the 8 seed. This is for the first ticket to the Final Four. Wings, trying to prove there is nothing traditional about them, while Onion Rings look for a well-rounded effort to attempt to move on. In a 58 to 42% vote,
It's close.
Chicken Wings drummed up enough support to punch its ticket to the Final Four, leaving Rings in tears. Chicken Wings, the 1 seed, on to the
That
Final
is
Four.
still, Dawn, that's really
closer
close.
than I
52 to
thought.
48?
That 52 to 4.
What did I say?
58 to
42.
42%.
Oh, okay, not as close then. I thought it was 52 to 48.
Still close.
It's still pretty close.
That's still
I figured it would be 70-30.
The 1 seed got a 56% to 44% victory in round 1. Now just a 58%. It is growing, but for the 1 seed, I think some are a little shocked.
Yeah, I would be a little shocked.
Chicken
But I
wings.
think, do you think
Now.
it's because people take chicken wings for granted? Chicken wings are almost a meal.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, when you
right.
think
in
about-
our house, they are.
I mean,
For
they
sure.
can be, right? Like you,
Yeah.
I frequently will make, I shouldn't say anymore, but I used to regularly make chicken wings as a meal. You can't make onion rings a meal unless you're a vegetarian.
Yeah.
And even then, that's sad.
That eats a lot of fried food.
I mean, if your main
Yeah.
course was onion rings, while delightful, I think you're going to need to have something else.
Right.
Well, just like that, Onion Rings, bye-bye. You are no more. We've got our first app into the Final Four. It is Chicken Wings.
Congrats.
You ready to see who Chicken Wings will be taking on in the Final Four?
Yeah.
With a trip to the championship on the line? Well, it's going to come down to the 4 seed and the 12 seed, because you may remember Jalapeno Poppers got that big win in round 1 over Boneless Chicken Wings.
Yeah.
A.k.a. nuggets, a.k.a. pieces, a.k.a. popcorn chicken, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. I do like popcorn chicken. Oh, yeah. But
Chips and salsa and guac got the big win over egg rolls and spring rolls.
Right.
So it's jalapeno poppers versus chips and guac.
Chips and salsa / chips and guac.
Oh.
Your thoughts on this one?
This is going to be, I don't know where this is going to go because in my heart, I want chips and salsa guac.
It
'Cause
seems so neutral.
It's a more universal opportunity. You really can just use it in any experience.
Yeah.
Whereas jalapeno popper, while very delightful in its own way, is not. It's a sometimes app. It's a sometimes app,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? You got to be in the
Definitely.
mood.
Yeah.
What do you
Not
think?
everybody agrees on it. I think I picked chips and guac just because it's more universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did as well. I had chips and salsa going to my final four, so I need this victory.
Okay, so we're all in agreement that we would like chips and salsa.
Salsa.
I don't even know where my bracket is anymore, but what do you know, Mike?
I've got possession of it, and I'll give you an update. Not today, but
That's
maybe
fine.
tomorrow.
That's fine.
The Heat was on in this round 2 matchup as Chips and Salsa took on Jalapeno Poppers. A surprise win for Poppers last round, as I mentioned, over boneless chicken wings. Could they do it again? Voters dipped into this contest, and Poppers were left screaming, Jalapeno! As it was absolutely crunched like the perfectly salted tortilla chip in the biggest beatdown of the bracket. 85% to 15%. A massive win. Chips, salsa, and guac moving on.
Yeah.
Wow, chips and salsa, good job.
That's a dominant victory, though.
Really
Bueno.
dominant.
Wow.
I thought you said dumb. I was like, that's not nice.
That might be the biggest win we've had in maybe any of these brackets we've done between pies,
so.
apps, and.
Did we have a fair amount of voting this time?
Yeah, absolutely. We gave it a couple more days, and people came out. My Tuckers came out in a big way, voted.
Can I just, for the listener, like Roxanne, who maybe doesn't know where to get the bracket? Now, we've had this issue before. Roxanne says, and if you're just joining us, we're talking about our Appetizer Smackdown bracket 2025, which you can vote in. Mike will tell us more about what's up for voting as we go through here in the next round. But she says, how do I find the current bracket no matter what browser I open and look up My Talk and I go to your page? I only get the original bracket from week 1. What did we figure out about that?
There's a cache issue with some people's computers and browsers.
Yeah.
So if you hit the more stories,
That's what
you're
it
going
was.
to see everything. And for some reason, if you can clear out your cache and do all that stuff, maybe you can find a different way. But I have noticed that is a little bit of an issue.
Okay, so it just
more
like
stories, though.
And we'll give you this advice again later, but you just go to our show page, and on the show page, you'll see a post. If it looks like the old one, that's fine. Just click on more stories.
There you go.
Then you'll see the new one. Thank you, Michael. All right.
Of course.
So we're 2 in.
We've
We've got 2 more to go.
Yes, 2 of our final 4 have punched their ticket. It's going to be chicken wings going against chips and salsa / guac in that penultimate matchup to try to head to the championship. We'll see how that one goes, but let's find out the other side of the bracket as the next matchup is going to find cheese curds meeting loaded nachos.
Oh.
Loaded nachos versus cheese curds. Your all's thoughts?
Well, I think cheese curds, especially in this region, is going to overtake loaded nachos.
I would hope so. Certainly my heart is with the curds of cheese.
My heart's
deep
with the
fried.
curds.
Yeah, I think this is cheese curds a round win. for
Yeah.
sure.
But I don't want to let my hopes get curdled.
Oh.
I'm sure you've come up with far better puns, Mike. Again,
That was a good one.
I didn't think that nachos would make it this far.
No
So
way.
I'm kind of out on a...
Yeah, people were a little surprised that loaded nachos took down spinach and artichoke dip in that first round.
Yeah, me too.
Again, though, I think people, as we've discovered in that first round, they're voting with the eyes of the best version of these appetizers from a restaurant.
Yeah.
And it's hard to beat a really good loaded nacho. Well, let's see if it's possible. This melty matchup of cheesy delights, we'll see who can muster up a good enough performance to advance. Nachos were stacked to the ceiling with a mountain of toppings and momentum after last round's victory. Curds brought a more simple but golden strategy. And in the end, the phenomenal fried foe found a fantastic following. 55-45, nachos fall.
Yes.
Nachos go
50
bye-bye.
55% to 45%.
Still
it was
close.
a tight battle, but cheesy curds get it done.
Yeah, that's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Right? That is very
I'm
close.
scared about my.
You're scared?
I'm scared.
What are you scared about?
Just appetizers.
My final 2. I'm scared
more
now
money
that
on the
my
line?
final 1 isn't going to win. But
What was your
that's
final?
okay. My final is wings. It's wings versus cheese curds. That's my final 2.
then
But
you're doing
cheese
well.
curds really could take the whole thing.
Certainly could. But it's going to have to take down somebody else in the next round.
Cheese curds could take the whole thing.
Way. Curds and
so.
whey.
Curds and no way.
Yeah.
Heyo.
It is either going to have to beat mozzarella sticks
Oh.
or soft pretzels / pretzel bites.
I don't know. All right. Okay.
Come on, hot sticks. Come on. Come on.
No.
All right, where are we at?
Pretzel bites.
Hot sticks.
Where are we at?
We're in that matchup.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Oh.
Pretzels.
Well,
You said where are we at? I thought you guys were going to discuss who you think's going to get the win. Pretzels or
mozzarella
mozz
sticks, I think, has an edge because cheese. That said,
What do you dip pretzels in?
cheese.
Yeah.
This is a hard one. Again, my
pretzels.
heart is, I am really torn with this one. My bracket didn't edge out this way, so I didn't have to make this difficult biblical choice.
Choice.
Yeah.
My
On the Mount of Saint
Cheese.
Cheese.
Like which half of the baby or what, what's that Bible story?
Oh.
You know what I'm
You're talking about Abraham?
No.
Look, let's not get bogged down in Bible stories right now.
Okay.
Let's talk about cheese and pretzels.
Okay, good.
I'm just saying. Was it
That's a
Cain
dark
and Abel?
one. Oh, sure.
Right,
We've
anyway.
got that.
Moral of the story.
You're going Old Testament on this.
I'm having a hard time. What do you think, Dawn?
I think pretzels, just because you can put so many different things on it. We even have places like, you don't have mozzarella stick places, but you do have Auntie Anne's pretzels.
True.
And they're sold at ballparks.
Well,
You
they
can
actually
get
shove
caramel.
mozzarella sticks in pretzels.
Oh, sure, right. So
Right.
it's the lesser.
I mean, theoretically, according to your analogy, Storms, what do you think?
Well, my bracket will be completely busted if mozzarella sticks doesn't win the whole thing. I had fried pickles and mozzarella sticks in my final, so just for the sake of staying into this competition,
I'm going
I
to
need mozzarella
say
sticks.
that pretzels won out.
All right, come on now. Big money, big money. No whammies.
Oh, I have heartburn just thinking about this.
We'll save the cheeses stories for later.
Jesus!
Let's go ahead and move into this championship matchup. It was a battle of beloved bar faves as the straight but stringy mozzarella cheese looked to stay looking great as it did in round one. But the warm and doughy goodness of the pretzel is going to attempt to rise to the occasion after twisting up the Midwest favorite buffalo chicken dip in round one. This was the closest battle of the round. In fact, for the second time in this bracket, shockingly, it came down to 2 votes.
Oh,
What? So with the 50.1% win over 49.9% victory, moving on to the final four and meeting cheese curds is mozzarella sticks.
Oh, two cheesy
votes.
smackdown.
2 votes.
Shows the importance of voting, guys.
We even counted all the hanging curds.
I need
All the hanging curds.
curds.
We counted them all. We recounted. We made sure everything was accounted for. And with that, it's going to be cheese curds versus mozzarella sticks in the final four.
Cheese Louise.
And of course, on the other side, you've got chicken wings versus chips and salsa / guac. I will say those votes will not be available later today, but tomorrow,
Okay.
check it out and they will be.
So stand by.
Yeah.
If you're looking for the latest vote and you can't vote, you're fine until tomorrow. We will remind you.
That's
And
right.
and we're going to keep this vote for this round, this final four, going all the way into early next week. So I think Monday of next week we'll probably announce the winners after the weekend, and
Because
then we'll
next
have
week-
our championship week, and then Friday of next week is when we will decide and tell everybody what the champion appetizer is.
Yes, Michael. Thank you.
Great
Go
job.
and spread the word.
Those puns were delicious.
GRATE job.
Yes.
Shredding it,
Yeah,
like always.
thank you.
Oh, you guys are so cheesy.
Yes, we are.
Any other puns, Don, you want to throw in?
No way.
WHEY?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Okay, Michael, thank you
Yes.
yet again.